What is up, guys? Welcome back to another Tackle Warehouse unboxing. Today is the biggest one I've ever done in my life, and I'm not gonna lie, I had to open it just to take a peek in. I haven't really messed with anything. I just had to open it and look in because I knew I was gonna shoot this video tonight, and could not wait till tonight. So I had to open it and look into it. So that's all I did, I promise. Let's check it out. Huge box. What they do, even if you order a lot of stuff, they try to cram it in this little box. So even though it's a huge order, the box is like really small. So first things first, I'm just gonna try to pull things out in order, but it is a lot of crazy stuff. Everything that I ordered is the pattern right now for me, the summertime pattern. So this is all summertime baits and what's working right now in the summer. Some of the stuff can work in the fall, winter too, but mainly I bought it for what's working right now. The lures I had that's working right now. A couple more lures that I'm going to try. Some of these I bought multiple ones because I've realized how good they are, so I need more of them. I only had one item of them, and I realized how good they are. It's like the only thing they're biting, so I ordered multiple orders of those. So let's start off with some braid. I needed some braid. I like doing braid to leader. You get that strong forecast with the braid, you get that sensitivity. But the leader, you do like a 6 or 8 foot leader, you get that invisible line, get you a whole lot more bites. If you are fishing straight braid, you are shooting yourself in the freaking foot. A lot of fish are seeing your line, they're feeling your line, they're hearing your line. You are definitely catching about half or more as fish as you could by throwing straight braid. Even in dirty, dark water, they know that it's there. It's so weird, man. I fish beside people all the time that's throwing straight braid. Dirty, dirty, dirty summertime water. And I get all the bites. I get all the fish. So, check it out. Suffix 832 Advanced Superline. Really good stuff. Not even that crazy expensive. I think it was $15 for 150 yards. Not bad. Spoil this on one of your best reels and get after it. Like I said in all my videos, P-line fluoro clear, guys. You cannot get any better than this. 15 pound. I keep wanting to go to 20, but I just keep thinking about all the big fish that I've caught on 15. I've never had any real breakoffs. Caught my biggest bass ever on this line right here. Braid to leader. It's about a 10-foot leader. Make sure you tie a really, really good strong knot. Always checking your knots. A lot of times when line breaks, people think it's the line. It's because you laid your rod down and it dinged up the line. You hit a rock or something, you hit like a tree, and it dings up your line. If you bite into your line just a little bit and pull it, it breaks. So it's not the line, it's, you know, something, you laying your rod down, or like I said, something, bite mark in it, tree, rock, anything like that, and then the force pulls it, it makes it break. So always retie, always make sure your leader, braid to leader line is super, super perfect. I tie the Alberto, and then I tie extra knots on each end so it doesn't come on loose. So that's that. 600 yards of that. 12-inch Mr. Twister. Check that out. Look at this right here. This lure right here, you're probably saying, why did you order this lure right here? I ordered this lure right here because it won the Forest Wood Cup. And if you know anything about bass fishing, it's basically the Super Bowl of bass fishing. Okay, it's a Super Bowl of bass fishing, and it was won on this lure right here. When everybody else was doing throwing the new things, the guy went old school and threw the freaking 14-inch Mr. Twister, and on one of the toughest fisheries. I think first place was like 9 pounds a day or something, and this right here was winning the tournament. This single lure right here. So I made sure I had to order the old school Mr. Twister 12-inch mag buzz worm, and I got my color in plum. Plum is like a red and blue. Check that out. You got to order that. Throw it on like a 6-7 hook. Another big worm is the Mag Fatty Z. This right here is killing it. Also, I got smoking them on this. I think Luke Lawson, really good pro, he throws these a lot. So you got this beautiful worm, and it's supposed to like float here, so you can put the weight here, and the worm kind of just dangles up under the water column, so you're popping it and this thing's just dangling. Get you a lot of those extra bites, and I got it in this color right here. Sorry, my fingernails are a little dirty, but I've been fishing like crazy. It's true. If yours are not dirty, you haven't been fishing. That's a problem. Next up, I'm trying to stick to worms, guys. I do not want to go into what I bought a lot of, because there's one thing in here I bought a lot of. You're going to see that. Alright, the other day I picked up this square bill right here. I had one square bill in my whole freaking arsenal. It was a Strike King Kbd 1.0. And I was like reeling it, and reeling it, and reeling it. It was a hot day, and I was on this point. And I got a gigantic bass to bite this thing. Unfortunately, it came off. It jumped up and spit it, but he was doing the tail walk. He looked like about a 5-pounder. And it's the first time I threw a square bill in a while. And I definitely bought more. I actually bought the 1.5, and I bought them in all bluegill colors because the forage of my lake is bluegill. Check out this one, brim. So whatever's in your lake, if there's shad, get more like a chartreuse shad or something like that. But bluegill takes over my lake. Got some hooks for the square bills. Kbd short shank. Triple threat, elite, triple grip. More worms. I got the Magnum trick worm. I got it in watermelon candy. You know the trick worms are freaking incredible. In the summertime, you wanna upsize your fish. You wanna throw that big old Magnum trick worm. You can't really tell how big it is right here, but if I put it next to the other one, you would realize that this is a giant freaking worm right here. Giant. That's what everybody throws in Texas, catching 10-pounders and stuff on. Throw it on a shaky head, you'll catch some giant fish. I saw these, they look cool and they were cheap. The big bite baits, just a little crayfish. Texas rig it and just drag it along in the summer. It's gonna be hard to get this zooming in. Big bite baits, you're too cheap to get the full footage, but you get what I'm saying, right? Good natural color, just to have in the arsenal. I ordered a bunch of these. I ordered some Jig Heads because I wanted to make my own jigs. Instead of spending so much money on jigs like you're about to see, I ordered a bunch of these guys. Get it ready. Skirts. Can't really tell, but a bunch of skirts for my jigs. A shirt, Tackle Warehouse shirt. You get free shirts when you drop money. They gave me another shirt, long sleeve shirt. Check this out. Bam. Swimbait. I show you guys this every time. Caught one of my biggest bass, probably third biggest bass. Savage Gear 5-inch baby bass trout. Freaking savage. This is like amazing. Incredible. Nice low reel. He will catch a lot of fish. What's been working for me, guys, is the Kite X on a Swimbait hook. The best color has been working for me. I don't understand why it's not sold out on Tackle Warehouse. It is by far the best color. Is perch. I mean, I don't know how people have it picked up on this perch color, but it's freaking nuts. I mean, I'm going to take out one of these. I've got more bites on this lure right here than anything that I've ever thrown. I mean, look at this lure. Can't really tell the color, but order some and tell me if that right there does not look just like a bluegill. I'm trying to, I don't really have perch in my fishery. Got a couple sizes in perch. Just had another one. Also got a new color that I tried out. It's called AYU. Freaking savage. That right there gets bit too. On the 4.3. I like throwing the 4.3, and if they don't have the 4.3, 4.8 or 3.8. 4.3 is kind of like a beast. This is something I kind of got like, that's kind of like the competitor of the Kite X. It's called, whatever this is, Bass Assassin, Boss Shiner, 4.7. I got it Chico's red ear. Looks like a bluegill too. I got the Kbd Sexy Frog. Great reviews, awesome. If you're tired of throwing the same old booyah, same old regular frog, step it up to this right here. Definitely gonna get you bit. You can't tell, but the bottom is like orange, looks like a bluegill. A lot of times bass don't eat frogs because they think it's a frog. They eat it because they think it's a bluegill. So if you get a frog that kind of looks like a bluegill, you'll catch more fish. If you haven't realized, Strike King Rage, anything Rage is by far, listen to me when I'm telling you this, guys, the best jig trailer on this planet. There is none better than the Strike King Rage Bug. Take a very, very good look at this right here, especially this color. Just caught a 8+ pounder on this. You will see the video of this giant fish on the back of a football jig swimming it. Strike King Rage Bug, Alabama crawl. Thank me later. Bite a little piece off, put it on the back. Don't fish it like a jig. Swim it nice and slow. These things work. I mean, look how many packs I got. I got Alabama crawl, green pumpkin, Bama bug are my favorite colors. And I got summer crawl. Look at all that. I got tons and tons of them. Also got the Rage Menace. Anything that's got that Rage, let me show it to you. Anything that's got that Rage tail, that's why they call it a Rage, because it has that little lip and makes it kick. There's something about that, man. Anything Rage is worth it. Rage is what I'm talking about here, is this little thingy right here. The little flapper. The same thing that Googan baits, they couldn't create their own. They couldn't find one that could compete with this. So they went and they bought Strike King's patent so they can make baits that look different but the same little thing that kicks. They even admitted it. They bought that patent. So they had to pay Strike King to make their bait to steal their exact design on their tail so it can swim like Strike King's. That's how good it is. Anything Rage. Now Googan Bait stole it, so they're getting all the credit for lures that are working good, but it's really just Strike. It's really just another Strike King lure with Googan Bait's name. That's basically what it is. Works freaking phenomenal. Zoom Super Salt Z-Crawl, another really good bait. Kind of got the same Rage thing on it. Maybe they bought the patent too. Maybe they made it just very similar. This is it's called Yabby Mud Bug is the color. Another thing that looks like a bluegill. And man, I got Swimbait hooks. I realized, check these, it's called spot sticker baits on a 4.8 Kite X. This right here. I have not lost a bass yet, and I've caught over 30. Giants too. This freaking hook right here on a Kite X is money. 1/8 ounce, 3/16. I got more weights. More hooks. Got 2 tungsten hooks. I'm possibly, it's so much stuff. I don't know if I can put links to the description. I got the Strike King Rage Shad, so it's a top order lure with that same Rage crawl trailer that I was telling you about. That patent that Googan Bait stole or bought. This is top order, so it's got that same little kick. I mean, it's the perfect design. That's why Googan Baits bought it from them. It's the perfect design. I mean, it's so good that their competitor had to go and buy it from them. Not steal it where Strike King can't use it, but buy it from them because it's that good. They know that they couldn't make anything that would compete with that. So you just buy it and say, hey, can we use it too? That's what they did. So anything you can find with the Rage tail, like here's the jig I was throwing today, slaying them all. This is the Strike King Rage Crawl. I've showed you guys this before. It's got that same type deal. So either if it's a Rage Crawl, Rage Bug, I prefer that the Rage Bug works a little bit better because it looks like a bluegill and a crayfish. This more looks just like a crayfish. But yeah, I'm throwing that on my jig right now. Throwing that on just a regular natural jig on my Abu Garcia Aura winch. Gary Yamamoto double tail grub, cinnamon black purple. That's a beast for the back of a jig. People have been catching giants on that for a long time. More weights, giant weights for Carolina rigging. I got some football Gary Yamamoto Jig Heads. I'm going to put the skirts on that, put some trailers on it, and let it fly. Catch some giants with that. The rest, guys, is a lot of jigs. Most of these jigs are dirty jigs. My biggest bass ever was on this dirty jigs football jig. Right there, actually, the skirted one. TL skirted football jig, 3/8 ounce. I was swimming it with a Strike King Rage Bug Alabama crawl on the back of it. Got smoked. And the jig was Alabama crawl too. 8-pounder. So the jig bite has been on for me. Swimming it. So I got the Booyah jig. I got the Hack Attack Swim Jig, heavy cover. Strike King jigs, but mostly the jigs I got is dirty jigs, and basically what I'm doing is just trying different colors and different styles. This is the another skirted football jigs are not just for dragging on the bottom, you can swim them too. This is the another skirted football jig in that bluegill color. Check that out. Check out that color. Go catch a bluegill in your lake and tell me what color it is. Another Booyah. These are cheap. Tackle Warehouse has Booyah jigs for super cheap, $2.99. And they got that mustad hook. First thing you want to do is you want to take these rattles out. Rattles do not catch you any more bass. What they do is they mess up the weight of the jig. They're just another thing for a bass to see. They mess up the bite. When they bite down, they're holding on to, instead of plastic, they're holding on to a jig, rattle, so they're going to spit your lure out quicker. They're not going to hold on to it. Bass hold on to something when they feel soft. Even if they're hooked and getting drugged, they hold on to it a little longer if there's a thick trailer on it. Another reason why that Rage Bug works good because it's got a thicker body. Remember that, trust me. Scott Canterbury flipping jig. Check out that head. It's a different type of head. I'm going to try these jigs out. Main thing you want to worry about with jigs is the hook. This is a Dirty Jigs Finesse Swim Jig. So what I realized by looking at these right now is the California Swim Jig by Dirty Jigs is the hook's a little too big. You don't need a hook that big unless you're catching double-digit fish. The Finesse Swim Jig, Dirty Jig, is the perfect size hook. Literally the perfect size hook. You got to buy them to realize that. More Booyah jigs, more weights, Strike King jigs, more dirty jigs. This is the TIO Pitching Jig. Little light jig. More of those jig heads. When you're fishing with a Kite X, the best jig head that that's worked for me is a little ball head. And a little natural ball head works the best for me. Not one with eyes and the head and all that. More weights. Split rings thingies for Carolina rigging. This is the California Swim Jig. So that hook, you can't really tell, but it is gigantic. Probably a little too big for the fish I'm fishing for. I'm not fishing for any double-digit fish. So more weights for just Texas rigging. Right now, really, what's working for me, guys, and what's worked for me today is just a spinning rod with a 1 ounce regular, not any tungsten, just a regular weight like this. Just a regular silver weight. A 5/0 hook, extra wide gat hook, with a Zoom Old Monster. Big old worm, and this color is forgot the color, but it's green pumpkin, purple, green dots. Went there today, couple casts. Second cast caught a 4-pounder. Next cast after that caught a 3-pounder. Next cast caught a 1-pounder. So in the summertime, fishing that slow, that is what's working. That and swimming the jig, like I said. Tackle Warehouse sticker, obviously. Some more weights, very important, that weight. The silver, regular, cheapest weight you can find. Don't stop it, keep it, let it roll down, so when they pick up that worm, it's light and they can go ahead and suck it in. If you have it pegged, here's another jig. If you have it pegged, they're going to feel that weight, they're not going to really inhale it. Check out this 6 Cents Divine Jig, Swim Jig. I mean, they really go in on their freaking jigs. This is what jigs come in regularly, something like that, little crappy thing. Check out the difference. Look at that. They actually really 6 cents divine swim jig. I mean, look how awesome that bait looks. Can I check this out right here? I have not even opened this up. I got the new Shimano Corrado 200K. Bam! Check it out. My rod is coming in tomorrow. That's going to go on this. I'll squeeze that in this video too, but for right now, check this out. Let's open it up, guys. And I have not opened it. You see? Here we go. Did a lot of research before I bought this. Bum, 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 bum. Wow, look at this packaging. Coming right open here. Okay, some more real juice. This works really good. See how I'm doing this? Big old handles. Ho ho! Oh man. Oh man. Check this out, boy. Haji. Oh my lord. I've never felt a reel that felt so like, this feels like a real reel. I mean, you can definitely tell the difference between this and like one of those $50 bait casters. I love the finish. Look at the matte finish of this. Look at that. That is a Shimano Corrado 200K right there, boys. I mean, look at this. Big old cranking handles. The bigger your handle, the easier it is to get that fish in. You just crank it right in. You get that torch, that power. Without big handles, it's super hard to crank that fish in. Especially little crappy cheap handles. That's why a lot of people, they buy the reel and they order a new handle. Man, I cannot wait to put this on the Dobyns Fury Colt rod. Dobyns Colt series rod. It's going to be a perfect pair. And I got this 7.3 heavy that's coming in tomorrow. I'll add it into this video, put it all together. But that is pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. When I post videos, I'm going to post them all at once. I'm going to bang out a lot of videos to get you guys caught up. Sorry I haven't posted. Thank you for watching Tackle Warehouse Unboxing. I will see you soon. Peace.